movies and money, Pixar's Elemental and Warner Brothers' The Flash failed to spark big bucks at the box office over the weekend. Film critic Erik Childress is on the scene for us. This sounds troubling, Erik, for those film studios.
That's true, Angie. The Flash, which was expected to open somewhere over 70 million, finished with just 55 million over the weekend. And with a lackluster international haul, Warner Brothers should already be preparing to see major losses come from it. But they certainly have some company this summer. Though theaters are benefiting from the numbers of these big tentpole releases, the money these productions have cost have put many of the studios behind the eight ball thanks to varying circumstances. Most notably that audiences are just kind of tired of them. Now, Disney also had Elemental open last weekend to the lowest total for a Pixar film since their very first film, Toy Story, back in 1995. It is another $200 million production that doesn't help the argument that audiences want original content.
This weekend, an R-rated comedy debuts called No Hard Feelings.
Yes, Angie, and this is a film starring Jennifer Lawrence as a woman who answers an ad by some rich parents in her town who are looking for someone to, quote-unquote, date their college-bound son. Do that, and she receives a car so she can continue her Ubering and save her mother's house. Now, that's a high concept for a potentially raunchy comedy, and Sony is indeed hoping that audiences will return to a brand that has certainly been stifled by the pandemic, but has only had a small share of big theatrical success in recent years. Since 2016, only 8 R-rated comedies have grossed more than 60 million. No Hard Feelings, I think, has a good shot to reach that number, as the film is actually much sweeter than advertised, and that accessibility could garner some solid word of mouth. Certainly also helps that Universal moved its potty-mouthed dog film Strays from its June 9th release back to August 18th, giving No Hard Feelings a nice wide berth for audiences looking at something to laugh at this summer.
What are your recommendations for this weekend? Is No Hard Feelings on your movie stars list?
It is, Angie. I enjoyed No Hard Feelings, which does contain its share of big laughs, but I appreciated it just as much for the relationship between the two leads, newcomer Andrew Barth Feldman and Jennifer Lawrence, who just continues to bring more depth to characters than what is just on the page. And since we are focused on R-rated comedies, if you have not seen Good Boys, that is available for a small rental fee on all of VOD services, you should go back and check that one out. It is the first film from No Hard Feelings director Gene Stupnitsky, which is like a live-action South Park just based on the vocabulary of the young cast, but it's also a terrific tale of growing up along with being incredibly funny. And if you have Amazon Prime, go back and find Brittany Runs a Marathon from 2019, which makes for a nice companion piece to No Hard Feelings in that it stars the terrific Jillian Bell as a woman trying to turn a page in her life with some self-improvement, in that case getting in shape and training for a marathon. It's a hilarious, uplifting story that we chose for our Chicago Critics Film Festival in 2019, and that should complete a great bonded trifecta for you this weekend.
Brittany Runs a Marathon is a terrific film. That is a great recommendation. Thank you, Erik.
Thanks, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.